which will now start immediately.
Oh no.
Melissa
Good
Foster's
Lord.
history. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I'd never even been to Eagle Mountain before.
Objection, you're speaking country.
And I certainly don't have a reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing an officer who testified against you 5 years ago? Or kidnapping a poor girl? I just think the defendant is a terrible, terrible monster. Well, yes,
Terrible,
but not for
horrible.
the reason you think.
Out of the country, eh?
Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder.
Indeed.
Get up to bat, kid, and sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
Ah, Neon Tiger.
Meow.
Get out of here, Neon Tiger.
I said smile, not sexy.
Oh, shit. Some people think smiles are sexy. You bet. Somehow I have
You're right.
Playing this me as a what?
Somehow I have to tie her to this
No.
case. Melissa Foster's history. Okay. I was out of the country until the year before last.
Okay. What are the other testimony points? I didn't see them.
Until I entered college, I had never even been to Ingle Mountain before.
Okay.
And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer.
Police officer.
Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago.
How would she know that?
Or kidnapping the poor girl. I think the defendant is a horrible, horrible monster.
How would she know that it's been 5 years?
Yeah.
Because
Look, and listen to me. She's neck deep in the whole thing. How are you just going to have to get her to show the court her true colors?
yeah, like no, she shouldn't have known that.
Yeah, so... Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified you against... Okay, there we go. A grudge? Well, policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and it's precisely why you're fucking stupid. Great, he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger he forgot his own guilt.
Objection! My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful, your client, I mean. You're really testing the waters here.
And you're a squirrel, so what does it matter?
Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot about the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that she didn't forget about her testimony as well.
And she shouldn't have known that either.
Well, she's right about that. Mr. Force is kind of forgetful. But I'm going to press harder because that is a really weird thing to say. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. Are you honestly, though, stupid? You're just giving yourself away. But yes, that is why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
That's true. He's clearly a better man.
This is
Stay
bad.
around
Mr.
this
Force's
time.
reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best to not poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? Add it to the testimony.
Bullshit.
Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like to have it added to the official testimony.
The prosecution has no objection,
Although he should.
I guess.
He should object to his own witness.
After all, the defendant is a killer and mentally unbalanced at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point.
It doesn't prove shit, it's an opinion. And it's based on facts that she isn't meant to know. No, that's not why I...
Whack! Enough! Witness, if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge.
Right,
I guess
well,
Matthew wasn't
slam her
wearing a
down
white
to the
scarf.
ground.
Alright, what do I contradict her with?
Take her to the grand tour. The letter.
Confidential
'Cause-
police materials.
Yeah, because it is confidential, so she's not on that.
Objection!
And all the other shit she said too.
It's true Mr. Falls did give instructions to Valerie Hawthorne about the meeting. The note that she left said, wear white scarf for identification.
Yes, what about it?
Isn't it obvious? Doesn't it strike you as odd? That note was a secret piece of evidence. How is it that the witness knows about it? Ah,
Gosh.
What the fuck? How's she know?
Whack! Order, order. It is odd, isn't it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, did you show top secret evidence to the witness?
Of course not, Your Honor. That's stupid. Why would you do
Do you
such a
pinky
stupid
promise?
Thing? I pinky promise, I guess.
You
But I certainly
promise?
never gave permission to anyone to do such a thing.
in that case, the only way the witness could know about the note would be... Just a moment. Of course I didn't know about the note. It's just, I saw it when it happened with my own eyes. When the victim went to see the killer, she used her own scarf to signal him. That's why I assumed that the signal was a white scarf.
I suppose that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Come on, Mia,
but
you
if
can't
you-
let her weasel out of that easily.
Even if you weasel out that, you can't weasel out everything else.
Witness, sorry, but your explanation isn't going to work here. But wow, it's true. That's what I saw. Impossible. There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him because the scarf was drenched. You've said several times in your testimony that the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct? Yes? Is something wrong? That's what I'd like to know, Miss Foster. Have a look at this. It's the victim's scarf.
Look at this photograph.
Ah. I'm sure people would disagree about what to call this colour. However, it certainly is not white.
That is black and gold.
For fuck's sake! You knew what the note said.
She knew the contents of the note. No!
It says, wear white scarf for
Edgeworth shooting himself in the back.
It says,
Sorry?
wear white scarf for identification. That's the reason why. You said it was white.
Hey, what did he say?
Edgeworth shitting himself in his back. I love his anger.
Get out!
Well, Miss Foster? No!
Wow, what a stupid idiot!
Whack! 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 Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth,
Order.
I'm waiting for an explanation.
I'm quite sure this note, wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of the people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person.
Did you say one more person?
That's right. A person that no one would have suspected.
It was Phoenix Wright.
You figured it out, kid?
Because he's in every case, right?
Yup. The third person that knew the contents of the note was...
It was me, Austin!
It was going to be this Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yep.
And that person is... Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before.
Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time. There is her name, right there.
What's this? So who is this person, this Dahlia Hawthorne?
Miss Faye must be desperate. She's trying to bring the death to life. The dead to life, sorry.
Bring the death to life.
Bring the death to life. Look, Rob,
Jesus
I'm already
fucking
dead.
Christ, she's not just trying to bring the dead back to life, she's just trying to resurrect the entire Grim fucking Reaper.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
Anyway, she's trying to bring back the dead to life. Continue on, I'm waiting.
The dead?
Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago.
Killed in a... You don't mean...
Yes! I flipped my glasses over. She was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls. Also, the fuck, dude. You're dating a minor.
Objection! You said she was killed. But was she really?
No, but she was definitely dating a minor. And what are you implying?
Of course, people thought that she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
Objection! But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she was still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster? I believe that's the same age you are. Ah!
It was 14 and 5 years ago. They carried the one, then fuck you.
So was that Vic?
I was doing the Space Broncos thing.
Space Broncos.
10, 4, 15 Space Broncos.
But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Ha! Nice work. It's like tossing a grenade to a 3-alarm fire.
I don't even know what that means.
As in, like, you know, like, I guess, like, it has like a
Place
giant
about to
fire.
blow!
I guess he threw a grenade into a giant fire.
I suppose.
I mean, you can tie all the loose ends together. Nothing but a hit and run arsenal.
Wait, so she's playing Mammoth?
I understand.
Call her fat.
Wow. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm, and that's really, really erotic for some strange reason.
Yes, it's
I'm going to ignore
I originally just asked if she was hot, not if. Alright, never mind. Witness, who are you anyway?
I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand. Yep, yes indeed. She doesn't have to answer any question that could be considered...
Pleading the
self-implicating.
fifth.
Yes, she's pleading the fifth.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. I'm the judge.
Your Honour, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defence would pursue the matter this far.
You don't mean...
Yes, I do, actually. Yes, the prosecution's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all our witnesses.
What did he say?
Ha! Little kid knew. We would have heard trading from the get-go.
No, wait, but then why...
When Hannah revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. 'Cause he is a bitch. We wanted over his testimony, so he made a little tree.
Let me introduce to you the victim's youngest sister, Total Fought. I mean, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
But I thought she died 5 years ago.
We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see...
Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? To be fair, that could actually be considered faking her own death, and faking her own death is illegal in the United States, I believe.
I don't know. We're in Japan, America.
Yes,
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
That has nothing to do with
Jamaica.
the current case. I also don't give a fuck.
Everybody's in Jamaica.
She was merely an accidental witness to a crime.
Objection! Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at another murder scene.
No, Miss Faye. Really? Miss Faye? Your strategy is obvious. You're trying to
Really,
pin your
bitch?
client's crime on an innocent witness in order
Rob
to
the
win.
bitch.
And you're trying to pin your thing on an innocent, bystander in order to win.
Doesn't change what you're doing. At any cost.
Says the fucking protege of Von motherfucking Gum. Get over yourself.
Sorry.
How dare you?
Please let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and really killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Harville lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her.
What? Oh, yeah, that timing is actually really nasty. But he's still withholding
Whack!
evidence that was relevant to the trial, so...
He's not talking. I don't hear anything you're saying.
But was she hot? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's
I
logic.
mean, there's the court record, Your Honor.
Send me it after the court. Also, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister?
I like money.
My name is
Okay, good
Hannah.
argument. Guilty.
Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me.
Iffy.
Ha! Taking you a little push in the right direction, kid. Alright, no. Let me just grab the
Alright,
buttocks.
Iffy, just start shouting.
Ah!
No.
No. Defense is prepared to present evidence supporting a claim.
What?
Wait, Rob, guys.
That
Yeah,
wasn't me, it was this guy, this crazy copy addict.
Guys. Yeah, are you telling me that Diego Armadillo is also the Goblin Instigator? I've
This
never heard
bitch
of
right here is talking shit.
You see that guy in the red over there? He called you a bitch.
I have a taser.
Oh, Disney, bro.
So is your dad.
I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man.
Ha! Makes you think they're empty, bitch face.
Your cup's also empty, and because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets.
I am sweating bullets.
You think you're in a tough spot, huh?
Of course, aren't I?
No. You just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Up to me.
The rashness of use, how charming.
Aren't you younger than
This
her?
coming from someone younger than me.
Whack!
Is she younger?
Edgeworth is 20 right now.
How old's Mia?
I can't tell. Because
True.
she doesn't appear in the court record.
I can start up. You continue the case. Fuck off, Bilgewater.
Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Faye? What motive would the witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Orford?
She was 24 at the time of this case.
I like money!
She does like...
I like me.
What is this? Is this Vince's idea of a joke?
If so, I certainly don't get the punchline. I don't really get any punchlines. Well, Miss Faye?
Oh, that was the rashness of youth.
The rashness of youth?
What is
What
this?
is your point in inferring such a stereotype?
What would you present, Rob?
That went
Presented the money.
for 5 years.
That's
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know how any evidence of that yet. We don't know about it. We don't actually have it, physically honest.
I realize. Carry on if they are.
There must be a good reason for that. And so it must involve Miss One Valerie Hartford.
Okay, one more time, Mia. You gotta read the court record more carefully this time.
Well, the note mentions Dahlia.
Now then, let's not waste any more time, Miss Faye.
Okay. Let's save that state.
It's not the diamond. It's not the camera. It's not the map.
Should be our identity, though.
Well, is that the reason as to why she would murder her own sister?
Wait, you could point. I mean, this is my own theory, but couldn't you put
The whole truth must come out.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Dahlia.
okay, so what's the issue?
We don't know why why Dahlia would want to kill Valerie, but I think I might have discovered it. So
I mean, what I was gonna say is we could jog it down, and it might reveal itself more afterward. Is she could want revenge for her, apparently, because if she's Dahlia Hawthorne, she lives Cherry Falls, so and her sister is getting Cherry Falls locked away for death penalty. So it could
It's because the truth was about to
crime
come
of
out.
revenge.
it's got to be this one. This is the only evidence we
Yeah,
have.
it's because she was about to reveal the truth and she didn't want that.
Try that.
The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, "Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out." Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth.
The whole truth.
The truth about the whole. There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently.
Wow, I didn't realize it was so petty. A terrific story, Miss Faye. But if you like fiction, that is.
But this is
It
fiction.
was made by a writer. Good night in the court, Miss Faye. What was this secret that was so important? Where's your evidence?
Dahlia and Valley Hawthorne and Cherry Falls sitting in a tree. A-I-S-S-I-N-G.
That's a threesome, I think.
There's only... Huh?
I mean, we already established he's a pedo. Why not a threesome as well? I don't know.
There's only one important secret that connects them all.
The fact that Terry Falls is a pedo, yeah?
Nah, but this is probably where the diamond comes in.
Oh, yes, I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony.
What testimony?
Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between Hawthorne sisters.
Whack! Very well. Grant your request for further testimony. No, it will be painful for you, but you can enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf.
Ah,
Oh, maple leaf.
Yes, I'll
oh,
try, Mr. Judge.
even more Canadian, by the way.
leaf forever.
Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia, but this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. Look, come on, Mia, don't be jealous. At least you have a cup size.
They're fucking huge.
Pretty sure that might have actually been slightly misogynistic. I apologize.
They're fucking huge.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Sorry, that's me as well. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls.
We at Armaverists do not
The
support
ransom price was a raw
misogynism.
diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was
Tried to
afraid
hit
I'd
him
have to
from
get kidnapped
behind.
again for my family's money.
I'm going
So
to
I
jail
decided
for
to
that.
change my identity and start a new life. Sorry, what's that, Effie?
Because she said she pushed me from behind, and then I'm like, oh, so you tried to hit it from behind, and then you fucked up.
Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
The kidnapping left us emotionally scarred.
I mean, she was dating a pedo.
With her sister's help, she
We
left
need
the
to stop
Hartford
saying
family
that
and
word.
started all over again.
Look. And... It's right there. Like, once you know it's there, you cannot, like... You can't overlook it.
Yeah, but we need to stop her. It is a kid-friendly
And we
chat.
can believe, after all that, she murdered her sister. Preposterous.
This is kid-friendly? We're playing a game about people murdering each other.
Hey, children can like murder mysteries, right, Rob? A Trail of House on the Hills with 12 plus.
A 6-year-old transforms into a fully aged woman, and she can't even... She has to fucking keep her arms together to keep the clothes together. Do you think this is kid-friendly? What?
I mean,
Yes.
I
Okay,
grew up
cool.
on Scooby-Doo, which is about a really high guy and his dog solving mysteries while the couple just goes off and fucks somewhere.
Jesus.
Freddy likes traps. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye.
I'm speechless.
Why, thanking me, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping.
My fucks are absolutely zero.
I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination.
I'll be as gentle as a train going through a tunnel.
But why is the tunnel bleeding?
Through her tunnel. Whoa, Rob.
There's a sheep,
Whoa.
Rob, there's a sheep in the channel.
Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again.
Ha! We're not followed. Sorry, I had too much caffeine. We're not allowed to fight them. Let's twist some arms into that shit. Listen up. We still got that info. The ace up our sleeve.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Come on, kid. Don't say you're forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged.
We have to somehow prove it.
That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby.
I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says.
I am a simp.
What
I'm
you're
a
saying is
real
that the
simp.
kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia, and Valerie too.
Yes,
We have to prove it.
that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's our secret.
Do we even have any evidence that proves it? Because we don't.
I don't know. We're about to find out on the
Let's
next
take a look at
recording.
our court record. Sorry?
One moment.